Sorry about that, folks. Bit of a scuffed opening there. Had some minor technical issues that I need to look into. Anyway, welcome back. I'm Fritz. I make historic brawl decks. There is more to my life than that, but not that you'll see on this stream, and not more to the historic brawl decks than the one that we're going to be playing today, which is Vhal, Scholar of... I can't see the rest of what I put as the title, so I forgot. Scholar of Prophecy and Scholar of Tactics. So let's just go through what Vhal is. I do want to preface this with the least helpful information ever, which is this deck is not very good. I would suggest that you don't clone this list. I'll go into what I think a better list with this would be. But it's still the one I'm playing on stream today, so let's just go through it. So Vhal Eager Scholar is, again, one of the Baldur's Gate cards. It is a specialized card, which means it has 5 variants that it can turn into, 1 for each color. I've gone with blue-white. Vhal's thing basically is tap it, draw a card, discard a card, put a study counter on this card. When it transforms, you can remove the study counters for it, and it does some sort of effect. So, for blue, it's look at the top card of your library, put them into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in the random order. White, it's put +1/+1 counters on things. Black, put a creature card with less mana value than the number of counters on the board. Red, deal damage to target creature or planeswalker. Wow, that's terrible. And green is seek 2 creature cards with mana value less than equal to the number of steady counters removed this way. Put 1 onto the battlefield and shuffle the other into your library. So yeah, I need to give a little bit of history on this deck. This deck's kind of awful, but I should explain why. When I looked at Vhal it's a slow card, and it specializes for 5. And in addition, its specialized trigger is based on how many study counters you put on it before it specializes. All of which is to say this is not a very good card. It has a highly conditional effect that scales with how long you keep it out, that requires you to keep it out, costs a ridiculous amount to do the specialize effect, and doesn't get you all that much for what you did. So my thought with this, what I did, and the idea behind this deck was, hey, I will build blue-white aggro. I will build blue-white, like, small aggro, and try to just rush the other person down. I will put in a bunch of either value cards, like Esper Sentinel, or so, like, things that do double duty, Giant Killer, Isamaru the Hound, Inchblade Companion, things that can sort of serve as an aggro base, with a fair amount of, like, draw and other stuff. And then some value evasions. Archon of Emeria, Elite Spellbinder, Lulu Forgetful Holyphant, Sacred God Favorite. The idea was just sort of rush them down in the early game. That wasn't working at all, so I cut a lot of the deck, and then I just added a whole bunch of board wipes, and then that was basically the list as you see it now. And I'm also realizing there's no command tower in this. No, there is. Okay, this isn't as bad as it could have been. But I actually meant to do a stream with this deck a while ago, and I think what happened, because I was like, I thought I made this deck for this creature. What happened was I did make the deck, and then I think it did so poorly in all my tests, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to play well. I just never made a stream for it. But it gets a stream now. I'm not sure this is going to be a very good stream, and it will probably not be much longer than in 45 minutes to an hour. Oh good, Sheoldred the Apocalypse is our first matchup. But I did make the deck. Okay, let's see what this is. Turn 1 for us here is probably going to be Agent of Raffine. And then turn 2 probably shouldn't be Ghostly Pilfer. It could be. Let's do Glacial Fortress. This is a good card. Ghostly Pilfer is a good card. But yeah, the end results, this deck is just not very powerful. It's not very good. And that'll probably be reflected in anything resembling a win-loss ratio today. So what I think in retrospect I should have done is that instead of trying to build around specific colors, I think the mistake that I made was trying to make it so that... My turn. Cool, we have another piece of removal. I'm going to put this out just because it'll scare the crap out of him. I think I should have built the deck around card draw triggers and then used Vhal as an ancillary piece to it. but that's not what I did. And so now we're left with this monstrosity. Do I block this? Yeah, I do. I do that, and yep. Yep. I loathe Shield of Dread. So this disturbs for 7, right? I'll lose Search of Azentica now, because there's not much they can do to stop me from using it. No attacks. Anyway, I made this deck. It's not very good. Please don't copy it. I'm such a great streamer. Hey guys, my job's to get you hyped up about the newest thing, and the thing that I have today is complete fucking garbage. So, you know what? Just get real hyped. Get real hyped right there, buddy. Cool, that's not great. They're gonna get rid of either Supreme Verdict or Fumigate. Doesn't matter, I'll still have the other one. Unless this is a Shield of Dread. You know what? This might be a Shield of Dread combo deck, in which case they'll get Peer into Madness next turn, in which case I need to double block this, and I will die, or I will die. Yeah, I will leave that on top. Exile target creature. What did they get rid of? Arcana of Emiria, interesting. Okay, so I think it is a combo deck. I'll do this. Next end turn. I was assuming that they would go Cruelty of Gix, fetch, peer into, what is it, peer into Oblivion? Peer into something. I don't know what you're looking at. I'm not sure it's the Abyss. I'm not sure you look into the Abyss and the Abyss looks back. But it's the one that makes you draw half your deck and lose half your life. But my thought was they would grab that and then just combo to Shield Dread and then just OTK. If we see Shield Dread come out again, nope, I'm not letting you have that. There's no engines that you are allowed. I will take that. I don't have any more counter spells in hand. I'm still a couple cards off of. Can't cast that just yet. No point in destroying everything. Next to combat, all attacks. Reconfigure. Like, I still might be pretty hosed. What are they gonna get? I feel like, well, I guess that was the best option available to them, but I'm still not convinced it was a good one. They left me with both my board wipes, though, which we'll see. Your commander to the command zone. I actually, like, this card is just not very good. Graveyard. End turn. For anybody wondering why I didn't save the Patriar's Humiliation for Shilladred, they can just replay it. Getting rid of its ability, it's still a 4/5 with Death Touch. I'd still have to blow it up with Supreme Verdict or something anyway. No attacks, end turn. I wonder what they went and got with Cruelty of Gix. Oh, maybe that. Is this Reanimator? If this is Reanimator, then I am going to have problems. Exile target creature and opponent controls the mana cost 3 or less. Fumigation, no breathing, don't give a fuck if I call myself bleeding. Let's see. What are they going to do next? They don't really have any good targets to bring back yet. So maybe this isn't Reanimator. Shieldra is probably a safe bet from their perspective. 1, 2. Oh, did they hit? No. Is this just good stuff? Swamp control, good stuff? I can kind of see it. I will transform. That's fine. Actually, that's less than fine. Let's do Faerie Seer. Fragment Reality. Self-target non-token artifact, creature, or planeswalker. Can I wait 1 turn? I think I can. Just gonna get rid of the zombie. They still haven't hit any big targets. I'm surprised they're not running Gaze. I need to find the name of that actual card. Gaze into Oblivion, Peer into Oblivion. We'll have to see. I feel like what's going to happen is I'm just going to get chipped down via planeswalkers and not going to be able to do too much about it. Not exactly the most thrilling game I've ever played. But yeah, I think the better way to have built this deck, to have built Vhal, would have been to do it around either like discard or draw. So maybe black, blue, some sort of form of discard engine or something like that. But this little aggro thing I tried just doesn't. I might have also just done it wrong, right? But I also feel like the issue is that there's always better. There's a lot better aggro commanders, right? Like if you're in white at all, it's like, well, why aren't you doing Adeline as opposed to running somebody else? And if you're running a color that isn't white, like not even a little bit, and I just realized that my audio for the game has been off this entire time. There we go. Hey, my opponent DC'd. Maybe this will get a win. This is the only way I can see this deck winning, is if the other person literally just quits in the middle by accident. Oh, it's been kind of a long day. I am not at 100%. Still got out, went running. But you have those days, right, where you're not sick, but you're under the weather a little bit. So you're like, oh, I need to go do all the things that I would normally do. I need to go get all the stuff done. But you're not really 100% there. You're not really prepared to actually, I don't know, take out the trash, do the laundry, cook, all the little things that you do in life. You're just kind of like, I'm obligated. Please. Please. And that's the sort of day you're actually having. Oh, man. Hey, we got a win, though. Alright, let's go again. We'll play some more games. How did I fix this deck? I probably should have added in a few late game blue-white bombs. I might tweak those after this game. Please, matchmaking algorithm, don't have learned from that last game that I'm actually good. I will keep. This is still slow as hell. I think Hallowed Fountain turn 1 into Authority of the Consuls. Yeah, so for example, why am I playing this in an aggro deck? Like, it made sense at the time, but looking back at it, this should just be a creature. Oh, man, what are they going to grab? Probably... Seagate Restoration is the right pick here, because it means I'm running with only 2 lands. But I wouldn't be surprised if they got, yeah, Patriar's Restoration. Also makes sense. Because they are hand discard, I'm going to do this instead. Because this way they can't get Seagate Restoration with another, with like Thoughtseize or something. I use 100% of the brain. It's still not enough. But damn do I use it. I completely called that. I am so good. That probably means they have removal. Oh, they got rid of this because it's protection from gods. Lost Mines, Flame Delver. I don't need more islands, bottom of the deck. I wonder if I should switch my pet out for something else. Oh, did they just jump? Alright, well. This is supposed to be an aggro deck, right? End turn. We'll start using Celestial Bolt. This, I think, is a slept-on card. This is a heck of a bomb. Okay. How is that even a choice? Will I get rid of the terrible card or the very good one? Life gain, life gain. I'll take that. Let's do this. 2 cards into your library. 1, 2. This might have been a mistake, but we'll see. I swear I'm cursed. Whenever I bring, like, a deck that I'm like, yeah, this is a cool, good deck onto stream, no wins. Just losses. Whenever I show up with a deck and I'm like, this is terrible. Don't build it. Don't play it. It will never win. I played, like, 6 or 7 games with this yesterday. Like, pre-doing the thumbnail. I didn't win any of them. Oh, good. Relic Mullins. Hey, actually, this is kind of fun, because I don't think I've run this guy before. So I believe this is the goblin that when he attacks, flip the top card of your deck. If it's a land, you get to keep it. I'll keep 7. When he attacks, flip. Otherwise... Interesting. Okay. So we'll drop Clement turn 2, which should hopefully let us drop the... Nice. Clement's good, but the Archon will be good as well, because I think that it'll probably slow down this deck a little bit. We'll have to see. Let's drop the Archon, since it's now at a 3-4. If I hit one more white, then I'll have a tool to actually remove that. Let's go to combat first, actually. And then... I kind of want to steal some of your cards. I'm just going to play that now. Remember, just because your deck isn't any good doesn't mean the opponent's isn't. That is a 3-drop that cannot be allowed to exist for half a second longer than is feasibly necessary. Sorry. If I specialize into... That's not great. That's Okay. So I have 3/3, 3/4. I want to hit for as much as possible. I think blue's a little bit better here to give up the Sailor. Choose a card to keep. Banishing Light. No. Brazen Borrower. They might have Anger of the Gods. Oh, it's still not gonna be enough. Yeah, sorry. GG. But this deck should not be winning. This deck is terrible. Why has it gone 3-0? I don't understand. Oh, man. What else do I have planned this week? Well, stream-wise, I'm going to be playing Midweek Magic tomorrow. I think that it's probably worth experimenting to see if I can find a way to get a niche for that. We have a 2-drop, we have no 1-drop, we have some counter spells, but we won't be able to play them. They're in the wrong color, and we're playing into Tiamat, which is going to make this a long game. I'm going to keep. If I don't draw another blue land, though, hosed. It's kind of a neat sound effect. Next turn, I guess we can do Vhal and then try to tap it to dig for that last land. That's probably the right choice. I wonder if my audio is still loud enough. Hopefully. Oh, good. Ramp. I love ramp so much. I have a better idea. Let's see if it's actually going to be any good. We'll do that this turn. Then next turn, if they ramp this turn and something big, then this was stupid and I should have played the Archon. But there's still 2 turns off, I think. So what I'm going to do, thank you, is I will play this blue. I will play Archon of Emeria. I will smash my head into my desk as I realize that I played this in the wrong order. It was supposed to be Isamaru and then Archon. Frack. I don't have a board wipe yet. I have the counter spells. Let's just go for it. Absorb energy is probably kind of a waste. No, absorb energy because it hits less targets than disallow. Okay. Your Fires of Invention does not stop the Archon. Is it worth specializing this just to turn it into a 4/4? Not yet. Probably at some point in the future. So, congratulations. You can cast 4 drops for free. You can cast a 5-drop for free. Guess what? I have counter spells. You can only cast 1 card each turn. How do I want to do this? Yeah, that's good. Play your last pathetic card, Kaiba. My grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Yuki. Wait, no. Shit, I got that completely backward. I don't understand. How is this 4-0? Now, to be fair, one of those was only a win because my opponent literally just disconnected. So we'll call it 3.5 is probably more fair. Maybe I should spend more time looking at what I actually look like on the screen. I can be like, wow, motherfucker's ugly. We are playing into Vorniflex, which means this is green ramp. And I'm on the play. I will keep. We have Bounty Agent, we have Agent of Raffine. We just have to hope that we somehow draw planes. So we'll probably see a 1-drop into Llanowar Elf? No. Hey, there's our planes. We'll hold for Fragment Reality. Turn, we're going to go borrow some cards. We'll play a planes. Tap 2, get this, play a wolf. We sell Fragment Reality if we need it, and turn. We can't actually upgrade this at all, though. We'll probably get an elf out of that. Yeah. Oh, this is literally the exact situation that I have this card in the deck for. Confounding Conundrum. Next to combat, hit with the wolf, save the fiend, end the turn. It slows down the ramp a little bit, but probably not as much as we should have. Whatever. Search for X equals 2. I'm gonna go steal something from the top of your deck beforehand. Guardian Project, that's actually pretty good. Card mana 2 or less. Probably gonna go grab another elf. Another mana dork. I think this is the right play, but it may end up being the wrong one. No attacks. So the thing is, they can actually play ramp this turn. Maybe they haven't quite noticed that, but it's actually open to them now because I don't think they have any more lands in hand. So the first one with Confounding Conundrum never triggers. Remember, a non-token creature is the key point here, buddy. I gotta play Bounty Agent next turn, and then Vhal, probably, for 2 more cards. Or the Fabled Passage, so I can sack it. That could be a problem. Alright, Fabled Passage, sack it. Let's go grab another blue source. Bounty Agent. Hey, that's could actually be useful next turn. Actually, since we have Settle the Wreckage next. No attacks, end turn. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. gotta see if Voraclex come out yet. Yes, we are. Now, if they attack with... We saw a land get played. Okay, this is big. Ah, oh, dang. Next, your turn. I gotta have to take this in the face, I think. Does it have trample? I want to chump it with the wolf. Let's play another plains. I'm gonna hold off on that forest for the moment. If I don't play anything, then they get the big wolf. If I play Vhal, they don't get the big wolf, and they might hold back one more turn. Let's play Vhal. What I need is I need them to throw Voraclex and the Harbinger at a minimum into the same push. So that I can hit them both with Settle the Wreckage. Bonus points if they throw the Everbrook Caretaker in as well. Come on. Come on. Take the bait. Maybe I should have just baited this harder. And had them... Yeah, I should have. Because right now they'll just put 2 onto Voraclex. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Last 2 attackers. Boom. There it goes. Oh, what's that? Did you already play a land this turn? No lands for you. Alright, they gave me a 3/3. No, work with what you got, right? I would like to play more... like, actual cards. Draw a card, discard a card. I want to give up this island. I want to play this forest because I think... let's do this. Maybe I should just return Leafkin Druid to its owner's hand. Nah, I'm gonna wait for them to play Voraclex and then I'll keep going. let's play another island, I guess. Yeah. Oh, right. Wait for it. Wait for it. No emblem for you, buddy. You know what's interesting is that I feel like most colors have access to some form of control for stuff, but I can't think of it like... I'm talking not just in Arena, I'm talking in Magic as a whole. I don't think... Does green have any actual board wipes? Like, true board wipes? Red gets burn, blue gets return to hand, white gets destroy, black gets also destroy. Does green get anything? I don't think it does. Alright, so what are my... Draw that many cards and discard a card. What's my white version? Gain twice that much life. Drawing more cards is probably better. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more. I can get 1 by specializing into blue. No reach, no reach, no reach, no reach. Oh, I can also just do this. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 is lethal. And that's game. I'm amazed that this deck is doing this well. I have won no games with it prior to this stream. Not no games. Well, I don't remember winning any games. I remember this deck being so horrifically bad that I straight up didn't do a video on it because I was like, this is just too awful. I need to do some more work on it. And I did some more work on it, and it was still fucking awful. Oh, good. It's Miriam. Sure, why not? Well, Fragment Reality, the mana rock that they're going to play on turn 2, save the Disdainful Stroke for turn 6 or so. After they then re-ramp right back up. Ooh, Corlessa. Here's another card that I am apathetic about, to put it politely. And we're going to see a turn 2. Just Terramorphic Expanse. So they fetch blue, so this will probably be fetching green. No, red. So they've got something else planned instead. Let's play Lulu here. I actually think Lulu is a pretty decent card in this format. I just don't think Lulu is a good commander. Because you can use it to give your own commander, like, flying, right? Which is a good trick. You may look at the top card, you may cast dragon spells. Next turn's going to be turn 4. I'll still Fragment Reality, let's break it out. So this could be... It's not Goldspan Dragon, right? Rebalanced Goldspan Dragon is 5. Could be... What's the other... There's a big 4-drop dragon, isn't there? Is it Goldspan? I thought Goldspan was 5. My brain is blanking on me. Mana Door. Or like Mana Get Dorked on. I have an aggro deck! Hooray! You weren't the one I was thinking of. This is, I think, the right play. I'm surprised this person isn't trying to punch me in the face. I can spec for 2. What would I spec into? Probably blue. I'd have to give up something that's already in my hand. Probably Fading Hope. It's probably worth it. Draw that many cards and discard a card. I will discard the creature. Probably a bad idea. Given that this is actually dragons, maybe having more hard removal to play into it is better. You gonna see the wash? Can we see it? Is this Miriam? This is Wash Away. This is dumb. This is really dumb. Why is this deck winning? This deck shouldn't be winning. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna go for... I'll do one more. You know, usually I go until I win. Today, we're gonna go until this deck loses, or I finish all my daily quests that I currently have. So, honestly, it should probably only be one more game, but it'll be fine. Maybe I should move my camera somewhere you can see it's just my face. I have it up there because I felt like it was better. Hey, Rashmi, Eternity's Crafter. I have 2 drops. I have a lot of draw spells. I am not on the play, but I'll keep. Let's do blue. Turn 1. Turn 2 will probably be Search for Zeneca. I don't have a counterspell yet, so yeah, let's do Search for Zeneca. They're going to be turn 3 cracking out Rashmi, and that's going to be bad. Okay, so I think this is a free cost deck. Interesting they didn't choose to go for Rashmi. I will actually keep that. Next, end turn. I definitely have a counterspell, guys. I'm a real deck. Definitely have a counterspell that I can actually cast. If the next card at the top of my deck is not an island, I will probably toss it to the graveyard. That's probably the counterspell. Prepared for next turn. Pass to attackers. Pass to damage. Seeking knowledge. So land card or creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of loyalty cards, you may put that card onto the battlefield. That seems pretty good. This also seems like the rest of their ramp. Westward Surge, I think, is a bigger slowdown. Do I need more lands? Kind of. I want to keep hitting my land drops. Though maybe this is going to be it. This will be the game where we get that L that ends this incredibly weird stream. Game. There we go. 1 second. I don't want you to do that. Graveyard. One second. Let's see. I don't know why it's waiting for me to resolve that. I only have one trigger I could even put before. I think that's one of the few irritating things about playing MTGA Online, is that, like, one of the big ones, actually, so let's go with the big one. One of them is that you can't roll back, right? Like, if you're playing a friendly game against someone, and they're like, oh, wait, crap, I didn't mean to play that, can I tap that differently or something? You can't be like, yeah, just go back a turn, right? Like, that happens a lot in real-life Magic. Maybe not in competitive Magic, but, like, just general, hey, we're playing Magic, we're having a good time. All the time. Let's see. Edge. They're gonna hit me for 2, yeah. Oh, I didn't tap Celestial Vault. I misplayed there. Alright, let's see your hand. What do you got? Is it all counter spells? I'm just going to make that more expensive because I can, even though it's basically free for this person. Next. No attacks, end turn. So I think this is probably like freebie good stuff, the deck. Which means it's just going to stall me out and then I'm going to lose. Yeah, I would love it if they... So I gotta bait Snakeskin Veil into being used. Probably this turn. They'll hit swing with Spectral. I'll play Sigrid. Angel Sanctions, that's an easy choice. I actually really want that as well. Strictly speaking, waiting this long is probably a mistake, but it's what it is. What a stupid phrase. Here's a more accurate one. Strictly speaking, waiting this long is probably a mistake, but you know what? I've waited this long, so I guess I just have to live with it. Oh man, we're just both playing so slowly. Part of me is like, maybe I'll just wipe the board just because. I don't need a reason. Okay. They got a real counterspell though. No, that's not good. Probably just try to get rid of. Let's go get some more cards on Glorious Vault. I want that 7th land, because it lets me send everything to crap. Next to combat. Let's see what happens next. Yeah, I don't have enough bombs to punch through this effectively. Let's do this. I like both of these. I like that one more, though. I need to bait that removal. I think next turn is going to be the time for it. Supreme Verdict won't cut it. Cyclone Adversary might do it. Cyclone Summoner, my bad. But yeah, I need to get rid of As Foretold. Preferably with Skyclave Apparition after baiting out a counterspell of Sublime Epiphany. Actually, this might work as well. did its trick. I'd rather not give up my artifacts and enchantments. I do still want to bait this out of being in play. Let's force them to use that Sublime Epiphany. You know you wanna. You know you gotta. The downside is now they're looking at it and they're going to wait. If I do Sublime Epiphany now, then I lose the Celestial Vault. Which is correct. And I have enough mana to crack the vault if they try to return it to hand in response. Yep. Yep. Now, the question they're probably asking themselves is, why is he wiping the board? Why is he willing to trade? The answer is because I can still just blow everything up. I gotta replay the search next turn. Actually, this person might just... This really must be a really controlly deck if they're choosing to not just, you know, try to actually end me. Which they could do. If they committed to just playing aggro for second here, they would be able to just completely blow me up and be game over. Okay. How do I want to do this? I don't love them having either of these. Come on, play the negate. You know you wanna. No negates. Alright, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that's lethal. But you can't do anything about this. Uncounterable spells. Not just for red players. Ballsy. Are you going to... Oh, I could have done that a little bit differently. Sorry, but I'm not sitting around to let you set up that effectively with Sublime Epiphany. Intrepid Adversary and Stitcher, I think. Yep. They will counter one spell, but not two. Doesn't much matter, because I'm still about to get hosed, but... This doesn't get me out of this. I think I'm hosed either way. I would need to be able to wipe that out without, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need like 10 mana to be able to do anything. I don't have that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold up, did I just throw the game by tossing that land into the graveyard? I might have. Oh, that stings. Oh, I am not paying enough attention. Alright. Let's lead with the one that's... Let's see if they let this resolve. No, that was the wrong order. That was still the wrong order. It should have been the Savior. Because now if they don't like my other plays... That's game. I'm bored. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tapped out, you have lethal, and there is no 0 drop. There's counter spells, but there's nothing that just counters damage. Alright, it is 7:09, so we've been streaming for just over an actual hour, even with the other sprites. So it seems like a good place to sort of wrap things up. Even if we're ending on that L, let me just switch over here. It's time for the last important part of the stream. Ratings. All right, so Vhal, Eager Sculler. Yes, we had a win streak today, but that's not going to help you here. I think I built this deck kind of wrong, right? But even with that considered, this is not a very good card. It just isn't. It doesn't do a huge amount. It does it very slowly, right? So usually for commanders, that's not what you want. It's not F tier. It's not, this is literally unusable and complete garbage. It's either C or D tier. And given that I've put things that are like more amusing and more fun in C tier, Vhal, I think, unfortunately has to go into D tier. The reason being, the card is too slow to be super impactful. Other things that really harm it, its stat lines. I didn't talk about its stat line much, but its stat line is bad. It's a 2/2 for 3. Its ability, it doesn't have haste, so it doesn't come in and wreck the place, right? It's very slow. The abilities that you actually get out of it when you specialize are not great for the amount of mana you have to spend to actually get the specialize out. And the other big one is that it's a one-time trick. It's a one-trick pony, right? And in theory, like, being the one-trick pony that doesn't have to be one trick is why Viconia is an S tier in this list, right? Because you can despecialize and respecialize over and over again. But Vhal's effect is so much weaker and so much more... You need so much more time to build it up to do anything big. It's just not very good. So yes, Vhal, I'm sorry, you end up in D tier by dint of not being actually as fun to play as a lot of the C tier cards, which, you know, they're not great, but hey, at least there's something. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to be streaming the midweek Magic when it starts tomorrow. Not like when it starts, but later tomorrow evening, so like 6. As always, if you like my stuff, please don't forget to like the scrib, or as it actually is, like and subscribe. If you don't like my stuff, you got thoughts, comments, feedback, thanks for watching this long in the video. Please let me know how I can improve. I do read all the comments on the videos. And until next time, that's all I've got. So take care, and I will see you then.